Sup, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another live Q&A, man. Thanks so much for everybody for tuning in, man. A lot going on, man, in the sports world, man. But before I get into that, I hope everyone is remaining safe out there. Excuse me. Remaining safe, man. Look like we getting closer and closer and closer, back to normalcy, man. Everybody stay safe. Do what you gotta do, man, in this pandemic. And with all this nonsense going on in the world, man, shout out to all the good people in the world, man. Shout out to all the people who, are for good, regardless of skin color or whatever, but yeah, man. A lot going on. Obviously, man, wearing my new Vice Heat hat, man. The NBA is back. It's officially back, yo, July 31st, man. The league is gonna get started, man. 22 teams are gonna head over there to Orlando, Florida, man. Play, I think, what, 8 regular season games. Um, and just try to play out seedings and then to proceed with the playoffs. College football, man, my LSU Tigers have started back today working out, off-season workouts. Very interesting today, man, news that broke with LSU, man. Coach O has said that the whole team, they decided that the whole team will register to vote, man, which I think is actually big. Regardless of who you vote for, man, it's none of my business. It's none of anybody else's business. But it's good that these young men are going to go out there and get their voice heard, regardless of if you know um regardless of if it's with Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever. That's pretty big for the team. And obviously, man, NFL getting closer to training camp, man. We had some big news with Drew Brees during the week, man. I'm sure we're gonna get into that today. Just a lot to get into, man. And glad everybody is here with your boy today, yo. What's up, Crimson Brave 2020? Appreciate you tuning in. Jake Fromm's career in before the NFL even starts. Think about that. Yeah, man. That's not a good look for Jake Fromm, yo. That's really not a good look for him, man. The thing about Drew Brees is Drew Brees' statements wasn't necessarily racist. It was just like missing the point on what's going on. But yo, like that Jake Fromm comment, man, talking about only elite white people gonna get these guns. That's not a good look, man, for somebody who, like we both agreed on, Christian Bread 2020, ain't that great of a quarterback anyway. So now that he got this on his resume, that's not a good look for him at all, yo. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. I want to start doing collabs with all Eagles content creators. Hey, get at me, man. Get at me, yo. I'm all in. Just let me know. Let me know the time. We could discuss the time, the place. Just let me know if my schedule match up with your schedule, and we could get this thing done, man. I'm all for anybody, yo. Want to get out there and do their thing, man. Keep striving, bro. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. But hey, you want to get me on? Just hit me up, yo. I remember Phil saying something about his teammates saying things that made him uncomfortable when he was at UGA. Nah, I question if Fromm is one of them. You never know. You never know, man. When stuff like this comes out, like you never know, yo. That's really not a good look. I seen that, and I'm like, really, Fromm? Like, really, bro? Like, yeah, that's a bad look. Like I said, at least with Breeze, not only his comments wasn't necessarily racist, though they was very bad. Um, Still though, bro, like he at least got some pull in this league. He got a resume. Fromm can't come into the league, man, and do stuff like that. Like that's a real, real, real bad look for him, yo. What's up, World Super Media 750? Appreciate you tuning in. How different you think the NCAA football season will be, considering that some colleges may not open in the fall semester? That's a great question. I think the SEC is going to be normal as far as their schedule. Now, the question is, what's going to happen with fans? I was having a talk with one of my good friends, one of my coworkers earlier, and we was discussing like they were saying that They may let like 10,000 people in buildings and 13,000. My thing is, how do you, unless it's straight season ticket owners or holders, how do you discriminate that? Like, how do you tell this person you could come in, but you can't, even though they got the same money? I think personally, either you let people pack the place like they would before, or don't let fans go at all. But as far as how it could impact it, it's gonna be critical. I know like the Mountain West and the Pac-12 are going to be kind of behind. It's all up to them. Personally, I believe my gut tells me that they're going to start on time. I'm not sure about the fans. I'm not going to lie, but well, if, Major League Baseball proposing an 89 game season. But yeah, I think it's the West Coast teams are going to be a little behind, which I don't think the Pac-12 was going to make a real statement in NCAA football anyway, unless Oregon could knock off Ohio State. But I think as far as like the SEC, the ACC, and all the conferences this way are going to be fine. But I think that it could be a huge issue for like Pac-12 and Mountain West schools and all that. What's up, Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Mr. Dugas, did you see the ESPN redraft? They didn't even have Wentz in the top 60. Collins said his draft would be Mahomes, Russell, and Wentz. They didn't have him in the top 60. I thought he was like number 11 or something like that. I'm gonna have to go back look. I thought he was number 11 because when I seen him 11 to who it was, man. It was 11 to some. I forgot what team it was. But I seen he had went 11, and I was furious at that because I'm like, bro, you put Dak Prescott number 9, and you put Wentz 11. Okay, Mahomes number 1, Wilson number 2, cool, Lamar 3, I guess. But you put him number 11, but the one you seen not even the top 60. That's absolutely blasphemous. It's blasphemous. Now, as far as top 100 players, I get it, but as far as a redraft, meaning that you start your franchise today, like who you want, number 11, nah, bro. Not behind Dak Prescott for sure. Doggone sure. What's up, my friend? Chop on, roll tide. Man, what's up with these people in Major League Baseball, man? Now they proposing an 89 game season. They need to get some things started, man. NFL apparently is going to start training camp on time. NBA is getting started, next month. Hockey apparently gonna get started soon. Now it's baseball. They just sitting here, arguing and complaining about money, and stuff like that. They need to get their act together, man, so we could go out there and see some Braves baseball, man. But it's been a long time without sports, man. It's been an extreme, extreme, extreme long time without sports, yo. And I'm ready for it to happen, yo. What's up, my guy? The Philly Talk Podcast. Hey, bro, appreciate you so much for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you so much, man. Collab soon coming at you if Heat Sixers match up, LOL. Hey, let me know. Hey, like I told my guy Lenny D, hey, y'all let me know, man. I'm all for it. As long as we just combine our schedules with each other and we could get it done. And a Heat 76ers, it would be on, bro. It's a real chance it could happen, yo. It's a real chance it could happen, man. I think right now the Heat are fourth and the Sixers, I think, are sixth, I think. But it's a chance they could meet up in that 4-5 matchup or that 3-6 matchup. I'm hoping it happened, man, just so we could have a little fun with that, man. That would be a blast. But you know who gonna win though, right? You know the Heat gonna take that though. I get that Breeze was kind of roped into answering that question about the anthem, but yeah, he definitely needed to realize that there's a time and place for everything. Yeah, man. About Drew Brees' comments, it was irresponsible. He was wrong. He was out of line. I mean, Kaepernick and a lot of guys, man, basically everybody in the league is telling you that it's not about the flag, man. It's not about the flag. It's about police brutality in this nation that is continuously happening, to unarmed black men, and we're not having a discussion about it. So he did this for people to look at him because he knew that would draw attention. And when we could have the conversation. But of course, people turned it into, oh, you're disrespecting the flag. When he sat down, he had a teammate told him, yo, like, what are you doing? He said, I'm protesting the flag. His teammate told him, yo, if you sit down, you're going to be disrespecting the flag. Why don't you take a knee? And Cap took a knee to make sure that he did not disrespect the flag, yo. But yet people still made it out to what they wanted to make it out to. And for Drew Brees to come out there when he had every opportunity basically to speak up for the black community, basically to speak up against police brutality, basically to speak up against everything that's going wrong in this country. You know what I'm saying? And for him to bring that up again, yeah, it was completely irresponsible on his part. And you know, he just it was a bad look. Now I'm gonna say this: I don't believe for 1 second that Drew Brees is racist. I don't believe for 1 second that Drew Brees, you know, doesn't feel bad for what he did. You know, I think Drew is a great guy. I think he's a stand-up guy. I think he's a leader. You know, I'm a Louisiana native, so I'm kind of around everything that's going on out here. You know, so he's very well respected in the black community and everywhere in Louisiana. So I think he just, you know, he just wasn't paying. He got caught not paying attention. So I think now he's gonna be focused, and I think he's gonna be all right, man. I think the team gonna be all right. As far as the Saints, obviously some people are not gonna forgive him for that. As far as our guy Malik Jackson, which I like it because I'm like, hey, get a bigger chip on your shoulder to go take him down. Whatever it takes to go out there and make Drew Brees have a miserable day in Lincoln Financial Field in Week 14. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it was just irresponsible on his part. But you know, he apologized, man. And like I said, I don't think he's that type of guy. I just think he just really just made it, just did a bad thing. I'm gonna try to get a desktop so I can maybe get an app so I can live stream on YouTube. I don't know. I'm gonna try something. Hey, let me know, bro. Hey, let me know, man. I'm all for it, yo. He's not even a good quarterback, which is what could be the part of the reason he get dropped. You exactly right, yo. That's why I was laughing when I seen that. I'm like, bro, you're not even good. Like, you're not even good already. Like, Drew Brees could, you know, apologize and do some things and not necessarily get away with it, but people will learn to forgive him because, I mean, he's Drew Brees. You know, just like if it was Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, you know, and stuff like that. But Jake Fromm, like, no. Like, no, bro. Like, that's a bad look, man. Apparently he got, you know, guys like Leslie Frazier are talking and standing up for him. But I didn't necessarily hear nobody in that, which, to be fair, he hasn't been around nobody in that locker room. He's a rookie. So, you know, we're going to see how he deals with things when he gets back in that Buffalo Bills locker room, yo. Let's see. That's what my video is about, the Carson Wentz blasphemy. Oh yeah, like, you know, the thing with Wentz, man, Wentz is amazing. Wentz is an amazing talent. Wentz has so far been dealing with a real string of bad luck. And I feel like that's about to change soon. Everybody is, oh, Wentz injury prone. Wentz played every game last season. Jadeveon Clowney, who still don't have a job today, dove at the back of the man's head. Who wouldn't have, anybody in this world besides probably Brett Favre would have got injured with that type of hit. Brett Favre, the only crazy fool that I know, could take a lick like that and get up from there like nothing happened. Everybody else would have been down, been concussed, and had to come out that game, yo. So that, and just, you know, people like Max Kellerman, who used to be a Wentz supporter, now all of a sudden doesn't like Wentz for some reason. You know, like people like that. I mean, I feel like now if the receivers could stay healthy, you know, with these young guys and maybe a healthy Deshaun, a healthy Alshon, you know, maybe we get something out of JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Y'all know how I feel about him. And, you know, obviously we got the best tight end duo in the league. I mean, with a up and coming star running back and a really good offensive line, especially from center to right tackle, the best center to right tackle combination in all of football. I mean, Wentz is in for a big time season this year, yo. If everything else just falls into place. What's up, KB Brown? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugai? How do you feel about in September we will have college football, the NBA playoffs, the NFL, and baseball all going on at the same time? It's going to be a blast. I'm telling you what, it's something that we all deserve by going through these. Right now we would have been in the NBA finals. By not having March Madness, by not having, a normal NBA, ending of the season and stuff for that, not having, baseball going on every day. I miss watching Braves baseball every day. I miss watching the Heat every couple of days. I think it's gonna be amazing. The one thing I'm not gonna say concerned, but I'm curious about as far as the NBA, how, because I see the finals is going to be like late September into October. How will that match up against the NFL? Like, you know, will they have their games like on Monday nights, Thursday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights? The NBA finals is going to have to, unless they try to put it on days like, I don't know. Well, apparently no, because Adam Silver said the finals is going to be every other day. So those are going to either match up against either college football on a Saturday or the NFL on a Sunday. That's the only thing as far as, the NBA, they got to go up against college football and the NFL. But nevertheless, man, it's still going to be great to have those options. It's going to be great if I'm watching an NFL game and it's a stinker, I could turn it to the finals. Or I could just turn it to the finals anyway and have the finals in NFL college football going on two devices, on the TV and on the device. So I think, and along with baseball, of course, I think it's going to be a lot of fun times. And I think it's something that us sports fans have, like, we really deserve that, man. After dealing with what we dealt with as far as sports wise, not life wise or anything, but just as far as sports, what we dealt with the last couple of months. What's up, EDP445 fan? Appreciate you tuning in. What's your favorite hockey team? Honestly, I don't have one, yo. I don't have one. Never really got into hockey like that. I'm from Louisiana. They got like the local, like Louisiana Ice Gators and stuff like that. But they've never had hockey anywhere around Louisiana. So I know I never really got into it, like talking about. I'm aware of who wins the cup whenever they win it. Whenever it's going on, I can't tell you who won it the last few years, but whenever the Stanley Cup is going on, it's normally going on around the same time as the NBA Finals. I watch on SportsCenter and I am aware of who won it. I know a couple of Alex Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, a couple of those guys, but I'm not really a big hockey person. I don't want to lie to you. Let's see. I'm liking that what I'm seeing. Wentz working with wide receivers. Yeah, man. Wentz is a leader, man. Wentz is big time. And I tell you what, Wentz making those comments about, the black community, I think is gonna wreak a lot of weight in that locker room. Like, I think those guys in that locker room are gonna have even more respect for Carson Wentz, coming out and speaking up. Because I think he was the first white quarterback to do that. Like, he was the very first. I know my guy Jambalaya Joe was right after him. You had a couple of Aaron Rodgers and a couple of other guys said some things. But Wentz, I think, was the first one when he didn't have to do that. So I think that, along with him working out with the receivers, I just feel like, man, I feel like we do for a big year, yo. When you look at the offensive line, now honestly, the question is Andre Dillard at left tackle. If he could be solid, the rest of the old line is good. Miles Sanders is a star. The receivers are fast, could run. Wentz does great with fast guys. Great tight end duo. Great defensive line, especially interior wise. Young, unproven linebackers, but this team don't really have linebackers like that anyway. The secondary should be better on the corners along with Darius Slay. Now, I know Malcolm Jenkins is a huge loss, especially from a leadership standpoint, but I like the rookie Kayvon Wallace. I like that guy. I think Mills won't be as bad as we think he's going to be at safety. The fact that he don't have to run with fast guys. Mills is a good open field tackler. His problem is he has a lack of speed. So I think that with all of that coming together, man, and the motivation of Wentz not finishing last season, I think we in for a big year this year, yo. I think I messaged you about it on IG, but I'm sure you've heard about it when it happened. Yeah, I did. I had seen it like literally like right before I seen your IG message. And I'm like, I thought about you when I seen that too. And I'm like, look at our guy, man. Look at our guy Fry, man. Out there just screwing up already, man. Knowing that he should be fortunate that he in this spot to begin with. What's up, Matthew Friday? Appreciate you tuning in. How do you feel about Michael Bennett's comments? Was it Michael or was it Martellus? I know Martellus had went on like a huge rant against everybody. I didn't see everything he said, but I seen some stuff he said that just wasn't cool. Um, I didn't see everything, but what I've seen, I think one of them was he was saying Breeze was a racist. I don't agree with everything he was saying. He's frustrated, like most of us are in the black community, with everything going on. Now, I don't condone him attacking certain people, but at the same time, like it's a level we got to do something about it, man. It's a level of frustration that's going on. Roger Goodell came out and said that he apologized basically to Kaepernick about not really understanding what he was doing. It's tough. It's very tense times right now, in our country. And I believe that, his comments. I know he could get a little loose, with his words at times, but he's a frustrated black man in America, man. I don't condone what he's saying, but I understand his level of frustration. Colin also said that Wynn's skill level is pretty close to Mahomes. Hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. That's right, Fly Eagles Flies, and yes, he is. Like, what people don't understand, like Carson Wentz is extremely talented. Like Carson Wentz has a big arm. Carson Wentz is mobile. Carson Wentz is very cerebral. Like he has it going on, man. People that want to sit there and talk down. Only thing people could really say about him is, hey, he gets injured more than you would like. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's injury prone. I think that's nonsense. But he does get hurt a little more than you would like him to get hurt. But skill level, Colin is absolutely right. He is right there, right in behind that tier of Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is probably physically the most gifted quarterback we've probably ever seen in NFL history, as far as just the gifts that he has. But you got that other tier, man. You got guys like Wentz. You got guys like Deshaun Watson. You got guys like when he was healthy, Cam Newton. A lot of guys out there that's just extremely, extremely talented, big in physical feature, have big arms with mobility. Like that's people you make in a lab. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely so, man. I love it. He absolutely right on that. Uncle Lou's reaction was priceless. He did a video about Fromm. I didn't get to check it out, man. I'm gonna have to see what Uncle Lou said about his boy Fromm. What's up, JJ Thriller? Appreciate you tuning in. Dallas would demolish y'all this year. Oh boy, there you go, man. Based on what, man? On hope and wishing? Like, based on what? Like, I know y'all all excited over there. Oh, y'all got a nice draft. Y'all got CeeDee Lamb, the second coming to Randy Moss. Y'all got Trevon Diggs. You got old Gerald McCoy. Ha Clinton Diggs, a fourth round center out of Wisconsin, who is a good center, by the way. With the big Dak Prescott who's playing for money, or is he gonna play at all? We'll see. You got Andy Dalton in case Dak don't want to mess with y'all. Y'all got it going on, huh? And you know what? And at the end of the day, since 1995, probably with the exception of the Quincy Carter years, and they've even made the playoffs with Quincy Carter. Dallas always had talent. Like nobody is doubting that Dallas. Dallas was never a team that I look at and be like, they don't have no talent over there. But yet y'all don't win nothing. Because it's an organizational funk that y'all have. Like it's a funk in the it's a bad smell, going around the whole organization. that they just can't seem to get out their own way. It don't matter who they have over there. It don't matter what they got going on. They can't get out of their own way. And guess what? Dallas ain't demolishing the Eagles. And let's say hypothetically Dallas wins the division. Okay, it's possible. But guess what? You still ain't gonna get past the second round. Cause that's just what y'all do. Like, that's just what y'all do, man. They get people like yourself and all these other Cowboy fans all excited. Oh, we about to go to the Super Bowl. Oh, we got this person, that person. We about to do this. And then again, y'all may win the division and then go out in the first or second round. If you okay with that, more power to you. But y'all ain't about to do nothing. Like, deep down in your heart, you know y'all ain't about to do it. You trying to talk it into existence. Like, that's what you trying to do, is talk it into existence, and you know that's not about to happen, yo. What's up, First Down? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, hey? What's going on, yo? Appreciate you tuning into the live. I want to know what all these bitter UGA fans that thought Fromm was Tom Brady 2.0 and failed his classes and trash. I don't know why they would think that. Like, I don't know why they would think that, man. Unless they was trying to accept the fact that they wanted to, roll with the guy that they had. They wanted to roll with Fromm. But besides that, I don't know why they would think that. Anybody with one eye could see that Justin Fields was clearly more talented than Jake Fromm, yo. And that's what happens when you over recruit a position. Not everybody is fortunate to have a guy like LSU. You had Matt Flynn sit basically until his senior year. You had a guy like, even though he got in trouble and wasn't able to play, but you had a guy like talented like Ryan Perrilloux, sitting for a few years. Then unfortunately for him, when he finally got his opportunity, he got kicked off the team for personal reasons. But it's rare that you used to have that. These guys today, they don't want to sit, man. They don't want to sit. These 5-star quarterbacks, they don't want to sit. You may get lucky to get them to sit for 1 year. If you lucky, they'll give you 1 year. Some will give you like a half of a season, maybe. But for these guys to sit multiple years, that ain't happening, yo. Not with these 5-star elite 11 quarterbacks coming into the college football nowadays, yo. No, that was the mock NFL redraft, but right now, top 50 NFL players, and with the 10 not making wins, didn't even make that, which is ridiculous. It is, but you know what? It's just like, honestly, I know he got injured, but I thought Wentz being 96 last year on the top 100 was ridiculous. I was thinking he'd at least be in the 60s or 70s, but it's cool. It's cool. More fuel to the fire, a bigger chip on his shoulder. That means, he gonna come out there this season and he gonna ball, yo. He gonna ball, and next year they're gonna run to put Wentz up there, in that top 5, top 10. Besides star players like Wentz, Ertz, Miles Sanders, etc., which Eagle do you think will really take off next season? That's a great question. As far as non-star players, a guy that I think could have a really big season. I'm gonna do one on each side of the ball. Offensively, man, you know what? All these guys are pretty much star players, really, when you think about it. You know what? I think Jalen Reagor is going to do better than people think. I think in this offense, and then it's funny seeing him with that number 18 is reminding me a lot of Jeremy Maclin. He kind of got some of that Jeremy Maclin skill set. He's a little faster than Jeremy Maclin. He's not as strong as he was, but he's kind of giving me that Jeremy Maclin feel. I think Jalen Reagor will do a little better, than people think he will do. And as far as defensively, I don't know if this guy is necessarily going to have a great year. It's two guys that I really hope have really good years, yo. Derek Barnett and Sidney Jones. I know there's a lot of talk of Vontae Madison is going to be the number 2 corner right now. I think at our best is if Sidney Jones is playing at his potential and he is our number 2 corner. Sidney Jones is the most talented cornerback, besides Darius Slay that we have. And I don't think it's that close as far as just pure talent. Avonte Maddox is an overachiever. He's more of a slot nickel corner, but he played, especially his rookie year down the stretch, he played very well on the outside. He played a little bit of safety. He's turned himself into a guy that could be used in different, in different ways with the defense. And I think that's what he's better suited at. A guy that we could use sometimes, as an extra safety or in other little positions, to continue with the depth. But I think that Sidney Jones is a pure outside corner. Remember when going into the draft, it was basically neck and neck out of him and Marshawn Lattimore as the top two corners going into that draft class, yo. And with his Achilles injury and him not really reaching his potential, obviously Lattimore is light years ahead of him right now. But I really do believe that, we need Sidney Jones to step up and be a solid number two corner opposite of Darius Slay. If we could get that, and if we could get like a double-digit sack season out of Derek Barnett, I think this team could go as far as they want to go, and the defense could be the best it's been, definitely since the Super Bowl season. Let's see. Wentz was left off the original list. Wentz was rated number 11 on the second list. They don't much. Yeah, I mean the list that I seen when he was 11. The fact that they put Dak at 9 just like that just made me roll my eyes. I'm like, you people don't know what y'all talking about, man. Like if you were starting a franchise today, you would take Dak a franchise from scratch. You would take Dak Prescott over Carson Wentz. Like, come on, man. Like, really? In what universe? In what universe? Like, if they presented the same talent, the same people to play with, you would take Dak over Wentz. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, it makes no sense. Or what? You scared Wentz gonna get hurt? Then go right ahead. Then whatever. But it don't make no sense whatsoever though. Neither Tua or Burrow would say something so dumb like that. Nope, they wouldn't. A lot of quarterbacks would not say nothing stupid like that, man. A lot of them wouldn't, yo. That's right, Lenny D. Hook that up with us, man. I'm down, yo. Just let me know. Lamar Jackson getting drafted third is too high with him being one trick pony. When should have been third? I was kind of curious. I was kind of surprised they put Lamar up there too. Look, I like Lamar Jackson. I like him as a player. I like him as a person. But honestly, like I'm not on the Lamar Jackson train yet as far as future goes. It's so many times where we've seen quarterbacks come into the league that ran a lot. Run a lot, run design run plays. Like him and RG3 and Kaepernick. A lot of these guys, not to say they was never effective after that, but they never got back to that point that they had that breakout year. With RG3, his rookie year, in 2011, no, 2012, I mean. Kaepernick, the year the 49ers went to the Super Bowl, his 2012 season. And Lamar Jackson last year. Even Cam the year, 2015 when they went to the Super Bowl. When they have these guys that have these seasons where they're running design run plays, not mobile quarterbacks, but quarterbacks that's running design runs. It's a difference between having a quarterback that runs, that's mobile, and a quarterback where part of the offense is him running the football. Those guys had one great year, like spectacular MVP year. Then after that, it just quite was never the same. So I'm curious to see how Lamar Jackson does this season after having that year he had last year when people, force him to be a little more accurate throwing down the field. I get it. He had the most touchdown passes in the league, but, a lot of that was facing, 8 and 9 man fronts. So I'm curious to see whenever they have games when, they fall behind by 2 scores. Well, you got to go out there and sling it around the field. You ain't got time to run around. So I agree with you as far as him being way up there. I'm under the mind that I'm like, hey, do it again. Do it again. That's just me. Great season, MVP. Shout out to you. But I'm like, do it again, man. Because, it's hard to replicate that type of, playing in the NFL, man. Drew just missed the point. Fromm was just stupid. I agree. Like I definitely agree, man. Drew definitely missed the point bad, and Fromm just he looks like a low key behind the curtain racist right about now, yo. And for him, that's not good going into a locker room, with like Buffalo that has a lot of African Americans in there. So good luck to him for that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Patrell Benjamin? What's up, my brother? Appreciate you tuning in, man. The Fantasy King is here, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. I was in 2 fantasy leagues with him last year. He won both of them. So shout out to him, man. He got the trophy, he got the money, but it ain't going down like that this season. Like this season ain't going down like that, man. I'm ready. I'm about to get my scout team department ready to start working on what we gonna do in just a little bit, yo. How do you think the Bills veterans are going to respond to Fromm? I don't think it's gonna go well. Like me personally, I don't think it's gonna go well for the simple fact that his comments were much worse than Drew Brees' comments. Like Crimson Brave said, Brees' comments were just missing the point. It didn't come across as racist. It's just you're not listening to us. Fromm, that's just like you sound like you made the comment like I guess what trying to say white people with a lot of money or could get certain things and black folks can't or other ethnicities can't. And not to mention he's a guy coming in with no type of resume. Like he's a rookie that's going to be what second, third string maybe practice squad if that. He's not coming in as a starting quarterback. Or if this was Burrow had said something like that, or Tua, or even Herbert, or even Jordan Love to a lesser degree, all these first round quarterbacks, they would be forgiven a little sooner if they really sincerely apologize, simply because the franchise is in their hands. But a guy like Jake Fromm, you just a cast off. So me personally, if I was in that Bills locker room, I know I would look at him funny. I wouldn't really look at him, as far as thinking, he real sincere about his apology. That's just me though. What's up, sports things? Appreciate you tuning in. Carson Wentz will break out this year. Hey, I feel it. I definitely feel it. I definitely feel it. Everything just stays like I think it's gonna be. I definitely agree with that. And I think he's gonna have a big time season also, yo. No, excuse me. The thing is, Fromm is a completely new face to the NFL. Even if he apologized, this behavior could be what people think about him. Exactly. I know if I was in that locker room, I'm not looking at him like that. Like I'm looking at him like, bro, you not what's up right now. Right now, you are just not what's up right now. That's how I would look at him because he don't have no resume like that. Let's see. The narrative is that Wentz is an injury prone, but he's only missed 8 regular season games. He doesn't deserve that tag. Thank you. Say it louder for them in the back to hear. Everybody, like when we think about Wentz's career, his rookie year, people don't want to talk about it. Wentz played every game. Wentz played started and finished every game. Now, granted, my Eagles, we were not very good that year. We were 7-9. He was a rookie. Doug and P was a first-year head coach. We lost like every game that we lost that season, with the exception of the Cincinnati game, which, they took it to us. Every game was a one-possession game. Like, every game we lost that season was a one-possession game. And this is throwing the receivers like Dorial Green Beckham. And Jordan Matthews was our number 1 wide receiver. You got Josh Huff out there. You got a pre-Super Bowl good Nelson Aguilar. You got a beat down Ryan Matthews as a running back. Like that was before all that. Second year, we all know the story. He was going to be the MVP of the NFL, but Mark Barron hit him towards ACL late in the season. Following year, he comes back, which I think he rushed back. He rushed back to go out there and play. And, with that being said, he put a little wear and tear on his back. So he comes in this season, year number 4. He's completely healthy the whole year. And then Clowney dives at the back of his head. And excuse me, and like you said, the narrative now is like he gets hurt all the time. Like, oh, they act like the man could walk down the stairs and then just break a foot or something. Like that's the furthest thing from the truth. But let these people talk. Let these people say what they want to say. Let them talk down and say all this other nonsense. Cause last year it's funny, he didn't get hurt at all till the playoff game, and then everybody was quiet. I was hearing from certain people during the season, oh, Wentz gonna be gone in a wheelchair by week 9. Oh, week 4 he gonna be hurt. I was hearing that all year. Then lo and behold, it got quieter and quieter and quieter. Then he won the division with a bunch of practice squad people. Everybody go in the corner. Clowney injures him in the playoff game. Here they come running out the back. Ha ha! You see. So, me personally, I think it like what you say. It is unfortunate, and it is he doesn't deserve that. But at the same time, I get it. I hear him. But he gonna go out there and he gonna do his thing and he gonna prove him. Do you think Deshaun Jackson will be able to stay healthy this year? Honestly, I think he will. I think he will. 16 games, I'm not sure, but I think he could give us at least 12. At least 12. Um, I think last year with him, it was a product of he should have had that core surgery after week 2. But he thought he could have just rehabbed it and stuff like that, and he aggravated it to where I remember if we would have gotten past Seattle, he was going to play against Green Bay. Like he was going to play in that divisional round game against Green Bay. So me personally, I do think he's going to stay healthy. Especially, I think he's even more motivated now with all these young guys coming in, these young fast guys coming in, and even a guy like Marquise Goodwin coming in. So I think he's going to see that, and that's going to put more fuel in his fire. And he let a lot of people down last season. Not to say that it was his fault. I mean, the man got injured, but he know that a lot of people was dependent on him to come out there and have a great year, especially after that week 1 performance against the Redskins. When he had what 8 catches for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 bombs. And I remember I was so excited. I'm like, man, I remember getting ready for that Atlanta game, week 2, that Sunday night game. I'm just sitting back and I'm like, man, this is going to be fun watching Wentz throw them bombs to Deshaun in prime time. Even if he don't throw the bombs to Deshaun, guess what? They got to pay attention to him. So you know what? Everything else is open up. Like everything else is opening up. But, we all know what happened. But I do think that he's going to be healthier, much healthier this season than he's been in the past. What's up, Kevin041018? Appreciate you tuning in. Jalen Hurts was a bad pick. I agree. I'm over it now. I've learned to accept it. I try to look at it from from a positive standpoint, an optimistic standpoint instead of a pessimistic standpoint. As far as, what? Unfortunately, if Wentz does get banged up again, which they say Nate Sudfeld is the backup quarterback, but I think push come to shove, like they'll throw Jalen Hurts. They gonna say that, but if Wentz gets injured, Jalen Hurts gonna go out there. Like I don't think Nate Sudfeld gonna go out there. I think it's gonna be Jalen Hurts. I think Sudfeld gonna be the backup on paper, but I think in actuality they're gonna throw Hurts out there. But I get it from that standpoint that hey, we do need a backup quarterback. I mean, everybody needs a backup quarterback, but like the Saints last year, Breeze supposedly never gets injured since he left since he been in New Orleans. But guess what? He got injured and they had Teddy Bridgewater to come and step up. So I get it as far as, having a backup quarterback. I just hate that we used a second round draft pick on that when we still could have had a guy like Christian Fulton. We could have had a guy like Denzel Mims, any one of those guys. Now, I think Howie believes more in guys like Sidney Jones and Avonte Maddox and all those guys more than we do. I think Howie expect those guys to break out. I think Howie felt like getting a guy like Marquise Goodwin Hightower and the guy in the 6th round from Southern Miss. I think he felt like those guys were more valuable than getting a Denzel Mims in the 2nd round and trying to get a backup QB later. So, with that being said, we're going to see. But I didn't like the pick neither. I'm over it. I accepted it. I still think this is a very good team, especially if healthy. But I don't like the pick. But I've gotten over it. I had no choice. Exactly. Watson, Rogers, Big Ben have missed more games, but it's excuses for them, and it's because they don't wear a midnight green. I got Kayvon Wallace being the breakout star defensively for the Eagles. I like that. I like that. I definitely like that. I hope you're right. I would love to see him go back there, in that secondary and make a lot of things happen. And yeah, like they it's because he's the Eagles quarterback, and a lot of people obviously don't like the Eagles like that because we oh bad us we booed Santa Claus. They ain't over that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where a lot of that unfortunate narrative come from. But like I said, this year we're gonna go out there, we're gonna see. I think he's gonna stay healthier again, and not get knocked out of a playoff game by a cheap shot artist like Jadeveon Clowney, who by the way still doesn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're gonna be good. I think those receivers and everybody gonna stay healthy. What's up, Jose Gomez? Appreciate you tuning in. If the Heat win the finals, Udonis Haslam will be the second player in NBA history to win a title 3 different decades and get his fourth with Iguodala. Oh man, bro, old Haslam, man. I tell you what, man. Let's do it for UD, man. Let's do it for Haslam, man. Um, but that's crazy though. I didn't realize that stat, man. When I think about it, that is accurate because the Spurs won their first title in '99, and obviously they won a lot they won it a lot in the 2000s. They won in what 03, '05, and '07, and then they beat us in 14. So yeah, that's pretty cool to have a championship in 3 different decades. I didn't realize that. And obviously, right, what has them '06, 13, 12 and 13, and then 20 or 20 something, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I tell you what, I want to see how the Heat do in this playoffs, yo, with these no home court advantages. I'm curious to see how we look out there, and everyone should be healthy. I wonder how long it will take for UGA to adjust to their new offense. That's why I think we got their number due to being at week 3, especially since spring canceled. Yeah, that's a fair point. Plus Alabama is at home, you know. And Georgia is a young. I know that Georgia getting a lot of hype. They got a lot of they got a lot of talent over there. Don't get me wrong. Georgia has talent. This new quarterback, supposedly he's supposed to be very talented. But I don't know if they go to Alabama and win week 3. But I tell you what, that will be a very, very interesting game. A really nice, or some really good early season games this year, man. It would really be unfortunate if they can't have fans at these big time games, man. What's up, Justin Knox? Appreciate you tuning in. What's your thought on LSU this year? Great question. I think LSU is going to be good. Um, I don't know if we're national championship good, to be honest. Just to not be biased about everything. Um, I think Miles Brennan with a clean pocket could throw a very nice football. I think LSU has very, very good wide receivers. They have very good skill position players in general. I think the D line will be solid. I think the linebacker core will be good. I think the defense as a whole will be very good. Um, my concerns though this season is the offensive line. We lost Sadiq Charles, Lloyd Cushenberry, and Damian Lewis. Um, not only that. I'm gonna say this, man. Austin Deculus this season got to be better. I went and watched a lot of film last year, and I was looking at Deculus last year on film, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. Not to say that he wasn't any good. I'm not gonna say that. It was a lot of plays, yo, that Jambalaya Joe bailed him out. Like, it was a lot of plays where he got beat on the line, like a lot. But Jambalaya Joe's ability to maneuver in the pocket and his ability to take off and run, that got Deculus out of a lot of trouble because he got beat way more than we realized, yo. It's a lot of times he got beat off that line. So we dealing with that, a brand new left tackle, and a brand new center and a guard. Though I think Cardell Thomas is going to be amazing. He may be better than Damian Lewis in the long haul as far as talent wise. But we got three new offensive linemen, and we got a more stationary quarterback as opposed to a more mobile quarterback. And we have a right tackle that struggles more than we think he does. So, I'm concerned about that. And defensively, my only somewhat concern is like, defensive end. Because we're going back to a 4-3 under Bo Pelini. Um, Clevion Chason is gone. Um, Marcel Brooks, he's kind of small to be a 4-3 in. Ray Thornton's kind of small to be a 4-3 in. Who do we really use out there as those defensive ends to get consistent pressure, on the quarterback? So those are my concerns. I think LSU could be like a 10-win team. I think we could go to another New Year's Six bowl, maybe the Sugar Bowl, something like that. But if everything comes together, if the O line is better than I think, and Miles Brennan is even better than I think, can handle pressure, how can he handle when pressure is in his face? Because, like I said, he's not much of a mobile quarterback like that. How will he handle it? Can he take a big, big hit and deliver an accurate ball downfield like Jambalaya Joe was able to do? Or even take a big hit and get up? You know, those are my concerns. And the schedule is a little tough, which is tough every year. But, we get Bam at home, which is good, though we haven't beat him at home in forever, since 2010. Um, we got A&M on the road. I still don't think they're great, but they should be better. Auburn on the road, they got an experienced quarterback. They lost a lot of playmakers, but they got a very experienced quarterback coming back. We got Florida on the road. Florida is going to be very tough this year. And of course, you would expect, even though we got them at home, you expect Mississippi State and Ole Miss to be better because they got much better coaches. So I say if LSU can win 10 games this year, get to a New Year's Six bowl, I will be satisfied with that. And I think, once these because LSU gonna have a young team. Once these young guys get a little more acclimated, get a little more experience, I think the year after that, we can make another real championship type of run. But who knows? I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. Let me get to people I ain't never got to, y'all. What's up, Brandon Reese? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Mr. Dugas? Do you think this is Aaron Rodgers' last year in Green Bay? Whoo, that's a great question. Man, that's a great question. You know what? I'm a say yeah. I'm a I'm a say yeah, cause I don't think this is a situation with Brett Favre where they let Rodgers sit behind Favre for years. I think this new coach and this new general manager and all them, I think they're ready for a new era, yo. I think they're seeing some flaws in Rodgers' game, and they look even though he had a really good season, like I don't think they took that guy to sit for 2, 3, 4 years, yo. So I do think this is Aaron Rodgers last year, unfortunately, for him and for them at least. Let me get to people I ain't get to. What's up, Sir Nando27? Appreciate you tuning in. I watch all sports, especially the Summer Olympics. Man, Daddy got put to 2021 to see all these amazing athletes having to wait another year is messed up. Yeah, it is. Now I do like the Olympics also, yo. I be into the volleyball and all that other stuff and the water polo and just all those events, man. It's just pretty cool, especially the track and field. But that's what's up, man. And yeah, it is very unfortunate, that everything got pushed back a year. But hopefully, man, this is something that we look back on next year and years to come and be like, man, y'all remember that coronavirus year? That was crazy. And hopefully we don't go through nothing like that again. All right, let me see who I didn't get to. What's up, Gamer Griff 3387? Appreciate you tuning in. Do you think Colin Kaepernick will get another chance? That's another great question. Honestly, man, it depends on my honest question. I'm gonna say no. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say no, cause I think if this happened like 2 years ago, I say yeah. Like if the NFL would have just listened when he was making the protest, and that year after that following year, and people was more willing to listen than they like they are now, I say yeah. But I still don't think, even though Goodell's saying all the right things, I still don't think these owners are going to want to bring him into the locker room. Like, because though we have a lot of movement going on in a positive direction, especially for our black community, there's still some people that's really not on board yet. So there's still gonna be some fans who have problems, and owners, they're already losing money already with this pandemic. They're gonna feel like, oh, we're gonna lose more money, which is garbage in my opinion. I think it sucks. But I don't think I hope I'm wrong about this. But honestly, I don't think nobody brings him in simply because they ain't gonna want the media attention unless he's coming into a situation. I think Jacksonville would be a great place for him. I think that would be a perfect place for Kaepernick. But the whole Duval community and everything. But I don't think he will. But I sincerely hope that I'm wrong. What's up, Joseph Ventura? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through. Let me get to some people I didn't get to, y'all. Sorry. What's up, Jared Cooper? Appreciate you tuning in. Will the Eagles have 1,000-yard receiver this year? Great question, but I'm gonna say no. I think that the Wentz is gonna spread it around a lot. I think he's gonna hit a lot of different targets. So I don't quite think one person is gonna get 1,000 yards this year. Let's see. What's up, Jet Marshall? Appreciate you tuning in. Yes, but he's in a Joe Flacco car soon. And is it at crazy? I'm sorry, I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, I'm kind of lost. What's up, my guy, Dentrell Benjamin? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Oh, Mr. Duga. Hey, appreciate you tuning into the live, bro. What's up, LGRW? Appreciate you tuning in. We will shut down Giannis. Heat Nation will win the title. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all see the hat, man. Y'all see the hat, man. Vice, Miami Vice, man. Let's go Heat. I'll be back healthy. We got shooters. We got defenders. Nobody got home court. Like, is all everybody playing in the same place is on. I cannot wait for the season to get back started to see what our Heat could do. And you right, we are Giannis kryptonite. Fly, Lord, I'm hollering fly, Eagles fly. Let's go Heat, man. Let's go Heat. I ain't been able to say that in a while, man, with all this doggone pandemic going on. Let's see. Let me see a couple of people I didn't get to, y'all. Let's see. I think I pretty much got everybody. At least one question, at least. Here we go. What's up, Mary Martell? Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in, girl. You know Wentz is bound to get hurt. Oh, there you go, man. There you go. You see, we was good. We was good, and there you come with that, man. I tell you what. I'd rather a banged up, injured Wentz than a fully, completely healthy Daniel Jones. I tell you that. You would rather Wentz on your team than Daniel Jones. You know that, and I know that, my friend. Let's see, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to get the people. What's up, Corey Braster? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugas? Drew Brees' career done. Sorry I'm late, bro. Hey, it's all good, man. Better late than never, man. I don't know if it's done, man. I think in a weird way, I think he gonna come back from this. A lot of, I mean, people around the league are gonna be upset, but for him, it's all about that locker room. And you got guys like Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara and Demario Davis, even Malcolm Jenkins. Once he made a statement about once he went after Trump. Jenkins stepped up. And kind of thanked them for that. So I think Drew. I didn't like his comments. I think it was really, when it first happened, I was thinking like, yeah, he got to retire. I ain't gonna lie. When it first happened, because it sounded bad. So I'm like, he got to retire, man. Then hearing Jenkins, reaction to it, I'm like, Drew got to get out of there, yo. Like, he ain't gonna survive on that locker room. But to his credit, man, whether it's sincere or not, I believe it's sincere. You know, he came out there and he apologized twice and he went after President Trump. And I think that gained some confidence back in his players. So I think he gonna fix it, man. But you know, he messed up pretty bad though. He got a lot of making up to do, yo. But all right, y'all, man, I gotta run, man. Sorry if I didn't get a chance to get to your question or comment. If you want, you could leave it as soon as this video posts to my channel. You can leave it there. Or, you know, for everyone, man, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you know, go and shoot me a DM in my inbox, man. I may not be able to get to it right then and there because I do have a lot going on. But whenever I get a chance, I will get to it, yo. I promise you that, yo. But all right, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another live Q&A, yo. Like I said, thank each and every one of you for coming through every Tuesday night, man, showing me love, showing a lot of support to my channel and to my stream. I greatly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But y'all stay safe out there. Hopefully we're getting close back to normal. The NBA is coming back. It's official. July 31st is gonna get back started. College football players are back working out again. The NFL is on schedule to start training camp on time. So everything is looking better each and every day as far as sports wise, yo. But let's but I on my way out, man. Let's pray that we get through this pandemic. Let's pray that this country, unfortunate, what happened to Mr. George Floyd, but let's hope that his story could be the start of this country uniting and coming together and fighting off racism and fighting off people who just hate people of different sexual orientations and ethnicities and political beliefs and whatever religious beliefs, whatever type of beliefs, yo. Y'all stay safe, man. Check out the videos throughout the week. And Lord willing, I'll see y'all next Tuesday, man. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers, fly Eagles, fly. Let Chop on Braves. Let's go Heat.